You can use your Ti Nspire iPad app to solve a system of equations. Looking at an example from the textbook here, we have a quadratic that we're asked to determine the function of down here. And we are given certain points, A, V, B, P, maybe, and we can use these points to write a system of equations that would allow us to actually find the equation in standard form. Because if you plug in these different x and y coordinates to, say, t, and then h would be your y value, you can create a system of equations right there. Then when you have your a, b, and c values, you can then write your quadratic in standard form. Again, this tool on your Nspire will work for any system of equations as long as they're linear. So how do these become linear? Well, if we look here, when you plug in the points on from your problem, we had a point of 20, 20, so we 0, 20, so I plug in 0 and 20, and then when I solve that, I get c is equal to 20. That's fantastic. Okay, so that's an intercept right there. And then I use this other point b. If I plug in 3.26, and that's equal to y is 20 on the other side, I simplify that, and using my value for c right here, then I have just two unknowns. I have an unknown a and an unknown b. Then I'm going to use my third point right here, and I plug him in, and when x is 4.8, y is 0, and I'm again using this value for c that I already have, and then when I simplify that, I get, again, a second equation with values for a and b. And they say, use your simultaneous equation solver on your graphic display calculator. Yay, and you get this answer. So I'm going to show you how to actually use the calculator. We're going to take these equations right here, because we have two equations and two unknowns. We're going to plug those in to the Nspire and ask Nspire to solve for a and b for us, and we already have c. All right, so I open up my Nspire app, new calculator, and I'm going to go to the tools. I'm going to go down to algebra. Now I select solve system of linear equations. I've got two things that I'm looking for, and they are, in the context of this problem, a and b. Now if you choose to change your variables when you're doing the work, if the book or the test has a's and b's, but you want to just use x's and y's, you can do that, as long as you don't get variables and letters mixed up when you're actually writing your workout. Okay, so now I'm going to type into the little box, the little dotted box right there, the first equation, which was a times 3.26 squared plus b times 3.26, and that is equal, and it's very important that you put the equals there, to 0. And I'm getting that from the book solution guide here. The second equation that was using point P, I plug in a times, and the x value is 4.8, that was squared, plus b times 4.8, and that was equal to negative 20. I have two equations now and two unknowns, and both of my equations have equal signs in them. So now I can hit enter, and here are my answers. So looking right here, this is A and this guy is B. If your test is asking you to round to 3 sig figs, you would change this to negative 2.71, and B is 8.82. So if you're writing your equation in standard form, we would plug in negative 2.71 t squared plus, and the b value, 8.82 times t, plus the c value, which we already found was 20, and that's equal to y. And there's your quadratic in standard form.